Dana, for a lot of us, that's the last glimpse of sun we'll be seeing for a little bit because rain is on the way, right?
Absolutely, Zach. We're in that active pattern that we saw earlier this summer where it's kind of system after system after system. So unfortunately, yes, we are going to see some more rain over the next couple of days. But at least today we got to see some sunshine outside. But let's take a look at what we're going to be seeing over the next couple of days. So like I mentioned, active weather pattern. We're going to see lots of changes in weather over the next couple of days. However, something we're not going to see is any big August heat. In fact, a lot of times temperatures are going to be a bit below average, especially in the next couple of days. However, some good news, the weekend does look promising at this point, provided that cold front on Friday gets out of our hair. So right now the radar looks clean, and we're not going to be seeing many clean radars over the next couple of days, so we will enjoy it while we can, even if it is overnight tonight. Then we're going to stay clear overnight tonight. Temperatures dropping down to right about average for this time of year. We've had a lot of typical average nights over the past couple of months. Along the coast, a little bit warmer in the lower 60s, inland upper 50s to lower 60s, a little bit cooler there. Otherwise, high temperatures today. We got into the upper 70s, lower 80s next to the coast. And now let's look at the drastic difference as to tomorrow. Woof. Upper 60s to lower 70s, much below average for this time of year, and that's because of the rain that we're going to see tomorrow. Now, the good news is that the rain has been trending more towards the south. So that is good news if you're inland. Bad news, however, still if you're on the coast. Now, as we get into early tomorrow morning, that's when we're going to see southern New Hampshire, the southern coast of Maine start to get in on the rain. And then a lot of the heavier rain is going to be to our south, but the coast is still going to get some of the rain. However, inland, like I said, starting to trend a little bit drier, but still some showers possible, still cloudy during the day. Could have a couple of breaks of sun inland in the afternoon, but I wouldn't hold too hard onto that. But otherwise, it's not going to be a super nice day. And then as we head into Wednesday, I wish I had some better news, but unfortunately, still going to be socked in with clouds for much of the day on Wednesday. And then throughout the afternoon, could see some more showers go through, especially along the coast and just inland into the foothills, hanging on to those clouds for most of the afternoon Wednesday as well. So in terms of the water, seas 2 to 3 feet and water 68, not too bad. So in terms of our 7-day forecast, I'm afraid I don't have very much in the good news department. We're going to see that rain, especially to the south on Tuesday, Wednesday, scattered showers. Something you may notice as well is that there's a lot more sticky and humid marks along the bottom of our 7-day forecast, so we're going to be in a much more humid stretch. Then as we get into Thursday, isolated showers, so definitely one of the more drier days of the next couple. And then Friday we'll start out with showers, but we'll end with some more consistent rain. But at least as we get into the weekend, there is a chance for some sunshine. So Zach, that active weather pattern is going to continue. We're going to get a lot of rain over the next couple of days.
All right, Dana, thanks so much.